YouTube, how's it going? I'm back with another 7 round mock. This one is for the Atlanta Falcons. Interesting team here where they sit. I think this is a candidate for a trade back, trade maybe back in the second round, gather more picks. I think what they need, their obvious need, is just D line in general, and where they sit at the end of the first for that 4-3 defense of theirs, they may have to reach for a guy to fill a need, and I'm all about taking best player available. So they're a candidate for trading back, I think. Really no, there's a lot of guys that could fit them that could be very good, but I don't think they'll be there at their pick. So I didn't have them taking a pass rusher. I didn't want to do a trade either. I had them going with offensive lineman James Daniels, guard slash center from Iowa. I think he could start day one at guard. I think they need a center of the future, but not right now. So that could be a good option too. They got him that can fill their needs for the future at two spots. He's worthy of a first round pick. He's worthy of this pick, but then they need D lineman. Maybe Deron Payne's here if they need a D tackle. I kind of think they need pass rush more than anything. I think they like Vic Beasley at linebacker more. They drafted Tack McKinley last year. They're kind of missing out on their own guys, missing out on some other free agents. So they have some needs in the D line. You know, maybe they reach for a little bit for a guy, but again, I think it's a trade back spot. I know they probably like Vita Vea a lot. They can trade up for him, but I don't necessarily think they need a lot more draft picks. That's not my point of trading back, but I think you can do it. You can trade back, still get your guy without overdrafting them, and then also gather more picks that could work out. But James Daniels, good player, definitely on the rise, could be the pick there. I like Isaiah Wynn to them too, but I'm starting to think he may be gone. I just had him going to the Panthers in the Panthers mock, so I didn't want to kind of repeat that, but it's possible. On to the second round, B.J. Hill, D tackle, NC State again. Where they sit, I don't know about a pass rusher that fits. There's plenty of pass rushers, but I don't know if there's one that fits their defense. It's more 3-4 outside linebackers, which is funny because the Falcons seem to get guys like that, like Tack McKinley. I thought was a 4-3 DN, so good draft pick there. But people thought 3-4 outside linebacker. Same thing with Vic Beasley. Was he a DN 4-3? Was he an outside linebacker 3-4? Was he a regular stand-up linebacker? So the Falcons aren't afraid to take those guys and try to develop them. But so I had him going B.J. Hill, the D tackle, NC State. I think he's a second-round pick. Excellent player, can start right away. Take that Dontari Poe spot. I think he's a little more athletic than Dontari Poe too. So that would be an excellent pick. I like him fitting in nicely in Atlanta. Third round, finally get an edge rusher, Marquise Haynes, but it's a good one. I think he should be a second rounder, but it sounds like he's getting third-round talk. Sounds like another guy that people want to be a 3-4 outside linebacker. I'm going to disagree. I mean, I think he can play there because he's athletic enough, but I like him just on the end for the Falcons. I think as a third rounder, I think he has the ability to start right away. Very good, big-time playmaker, changes the game with the plays he makes. Very athletic. I like Marquise Haynes a lot, so this would be an excellent pick in the third round. Like him fitting in at the end for the Falcons. Fourth round, Jordan Lastly, wide receiver, UCLA. They could get a receiver earlier in this even. They could use another one. They really only have two legit guys that can play. I know they have more than that, but not too much depth. I think Lastly is a perfect fit. I think he really can do it all, and I think he still fits that Falcons offense very nicely. Good deep ball guy, but a little shifty at the same time for going downfield. Sometimes he saves Rosen when you watch even just Rosen film or even Lastly film. He saves Rosen, but then he'll have inconsistent drops. So otherwise, he'd probably be a higher draft pick. I want to say it was Mel Kiper actually had him number 2 receiver on his board, so that's interesting. I don't have him as high as 2, but pretty interesting. Gets a lot of upside for him. Sixth round, they do not have a fifth. Sixth, Natrell Jamerson, safety from Wisconsin. Whole Wisconsin defense is good. A lot of guys going to get drafted from that Wisconsin D. I think he can play, smart player, popular guy at his pro day. So I think, honestly, some people are calling for another starting safety. But with other needs, maybe they wait till here to get one. I think they'll be okay for now what they got. Keanu Neal needs more of a chance. It's not like he's playing bad or anything. It's just maybe people feel they can get better at position. I can understand that feeling, but it's not the biggest need is my point. Seventh round, Durham Smythe, underrated tight end from Notre Dame. He should go earlier in this. He's really just a football player. He's all over the place, can do it all, can block too. Those Notre Dame tight ends seem to be good. I mean, the Falcons, I think, in my opinion, need a tight end earlier in this too. They can use a day one starter, but everybody gets mad at me for that. I think Austin Hooper's the guy. So I went with the viewers what they would do here probably is kind of just wait or maybe not take one at all. But I think they can use another good one. I think Smythe can play right away. And then on their last pick, I went Richie James, wide receiver, Middle Tennessee. Yeah, another receiver. They don't have a whole bunch of depth. This guy's more of a true slot. They can use one of those. And it's a 7th-round pick. Don't expect much from the 7th round. But could have went earlier in this, but an injury and maybe being undersized pushed him back. But the guy can play, that's for sure. So that'd be a good pick in the 7th round for the Falcons. And that'll do it. Again, I think they need D-line. They could be a candidate to trade back, but they even could be a candidate to trade up because I think they will like Vita Vea, but they have to trade up a good amount, give up too much. So I'd recommend hoping somebody drops to you, pull the trigger on that guy, maybe some sort of edge rusher, and then, but if not, trade back a little bit, early 2nd round. Could be boring for the Falcons fans. You don't pick in round 1, but then it could work out because you have more picks, fill some needs. That's just my take on it. But that'll do it for the Falcons mock. Stay tuned for more. Plenty of coverage, NFL coverage 24/7. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. That'll do it. Goodbye.